Remember to click subscribe and notification button for more Appa's video.
Cooking Appa.
Hi, this is Cooking Appa. Today I'm going to make soy sauce chicken. Okay, I'm having a 1.7 kg free range chicken here. Of course, you can also just make half of the chicken. After you wash the chicken, then later we are going to marinate the chicken and color the chicken a little bit. So we are going to use 2 items later. I'll show you. Then I'm going to also cook some hard-boiled egg. Yeah. So if you put this into the braise later, wow, it will taste really good. Also, I have some tau gua. Yeah, this is firm tofu. Also will taste very good inside the braise. And this is 2 tablespoons of rock sugar, 2 bay leaf, 1 cinnamon stick, 2 to 3 pieces of star anise, and this is 1 teaspoon, big teaspoon of 5 spice powder. Then we have about 1 tablespoon of minced shallot, garlic, ginger, and also fresh coriander roots. If you have galangao, you can also put in some minced galangao. Then I have also 1 stalk of spring onion, and that's it. It's going to be very easy to cook this dish. So let's start with marinating the chicken. Okay, take note, these small little tips when you want to cut the chicken feet. Do not cut it at the drumstick side. You actually cut it at the feet part, so that later, because when you cook, the meat will actually and the skin will actually shrink. So if you cut it here, the whole thing will shrink until here. So this is why you want to cut it over to the feet side. Yeah. And today, just now I accidentally cut myself, so my apology for if this video doesn't look as good because of the bandage. Okay, and then you can choose to leave the head together or not, up to you. Later I'll still cut off the head. The good thing is if you leave the head on, the chicken can be more juicier later. But to me it's optional. So you only need 2 items for you to marinate the chicken here. The first thing is actually the Shao Hsing wine, or you can use the rose cooking wine. I'm using rose cooking wine today. Of course, you can use Shao Hsing wine. All right. So basically, you want to massage the whole chicken with the rose wine or Shao Hsing wine, and then you do the same thing with dark soy sauce. Okay, this will help to give your chicken a darker color earlier. Right? Also use your hand to gently massage the whole chicken. Okay, so prepare a pot with a good depth. Yeah. Actually, the narrower the better, so that you don't need as much broth to cook the chicken. And the best, of course, is to submerge the whole chicken inside the broth. It's a bit difficult lah. Okay, I'm going to start with putting in some onion oil. So immediately it's going to be very fragrant even before I start cooking. Of course, if you don't have onion oil, then you can use normal vegetable oil. And you want to saute your this fresh ingredient here: ginger, shallot, fresh coriander roots, and if you have galangao, put it in, and garlic. Yeah. Very fragrant. I wish you can smell this. Very, very fragrant. So saute this for a while before we continue. We will come back shortly. Alright, this is after about a minute sauteing. We can then, you can really smell the nice fragrance coming out already. We can now put in some hot chicken stock. Best if you can use chicken stock. If not, at least use hot water so that you won't reduce the heat of your wok. recommended lah. If you don't have, use room temperature water also can lah. Right. Then we want to add in your 5 spice powder, star anise, cinnamon stick, and also the bay leaf. Spring onion. Rock sugar. 2 tablespoons. Yeah. Let me clear my kitchen top at the same time. Now we want to make the braise before we add in the chicken. We want to add in a good amount of Shao Hsing wine or rose cooking wine. Don't worry about the alcohol. It will evaporate it. It will evaporate later, yeah, once it is cooked. And at least about 3-4 tablespoons of light soy sauce to start with. Then add in the dark soy sauce for the color. So you just add accordingly to get the color you wanted. Maybe start from about 3 to 4 tablespoons. Later we can still adjust. Today I'm going to add something very special that I have never used before. It is fermented rice. Yeah, this is actually a fermented rice from Taiwan. I'm going to add about 1 to 2 tablespoons of this. This will give the dish some sweeten and also umami flavor. Yeah. So let's bring this to a boil after you add the fermented rice. So after adding the fermented rice, I'm going to add a bit of salt. We can still adjust the salt and also sugar to taste towards the end. Yeah, now it's already boiling. Then it is now super fragrant. All the ingredients I use, it will be written inside the ingredient, the video description, and where to get them also, so that it's easier for you. Okay. Most of the thing you can get it online. Now we can actually put in the chicken. So very slowly. As you can see from here, the broth cannot cover the chicken, so it means later after about 10 to 15 minutes, maybe 10 minutes later, I will flip it over, and every 10 minutes I will flip one round. And this is the chicken feet, don't waste. I think I will cook the tofu and also egg separately using the broth later, so that it will not disturb the cooking right now. Sometimes when I'm lazy, I'll just cook everything together. Okay, I'm covered the lid and use medium-low heat. Let it simmer for every 10 minutes. I'll flip it over. That's all we need to do. So the chicken should be fully cooked in less than 30 minutes. Okay, this is after about first 10 minutes simmering under medium-low heat. Wow, very fragrant. I'm going to flip it over. Right. If you want it to be even darker, of course you can add more dark soy sauce. So you control the darkness of your chicken, yeah? Probably I will add a bit more dark soy sauce. And not sure if you can notice let me see, the chicken feet just now. See this part? Not sure if you can see clearly. it doesn't shrink it like that because we cut it over at the chicken feet part. Yeah. That is the small little tricks to make your chicken look nicer. Okay, we are going to give this another 10 minutes. Actually, 20 minutes the chicken will be almost fully cooked. So this is after the second 10 minutes. Okay. It really depends on the size of your chicken, the pot you're using. I'm using a cast iron pot. So when I close the lid, it actually created some kind of pressurized cooking environment inside. So it tends to cook a bit faster than normal pot. Yeah. If you're using a normal pot, then 25 to 30 minutes. Yeah. How do you know it's fully cooked? Well, there are a few ways. One way is you can use find the thickest part, which is the chicken breast normally. Poke through this and see whether there's any blood coming out or not. If there's any blood coming out, then it is not cooked yet. Like this, it is already fully cooked. Or another way is you have a thermometer at home. Also stick it to the thickest part of the chicken. You should be hitting about 70, 78, 79, or between anything above 75, your chicken is already fully cooked inside. Yeah? Celsius, this is Celsius. So my chicken is already fully cooked after about 20 minutes. I would like this side a little bit darker. Turn it over for a while. Okay. Then I think actually I can already take it out and let it rest. Do not cut immediately. Let it rest and let it rest for about 10 minutes. Cool down a little bit, then only you cut it. And of course, we want to continue cooking the tofu and also the egg. All right, so I took out another pot, another wok here. Take out some of the broth. And now you can actually adjust to taste, yeah, using your broth here. You can add more salt and add more sugar, yeah. Adjust yourself. Now I'm just going to cook all this. Okay, let me have a taste first. Oh, it's definitely not dark enough. Okay, I can add more light soy sauce and some salt. Yep, that should be it. And then also I will add the same thing on the other bigger pot. This I will let it cook for probably about 10 minutes. Oh, just wanted to make it darker, so I will put in more dark soy sauce here. You adjust yourself, yeah, to the color you wanted. Some people like it all lulu. Okay, this is half of the chicken here, and I have the tofu and also the egg is ready. So now we can just pour the sauce over. You can thicken the sauce if you like, yeah, that is optional. And we can garnish it with some fresh coriander and also fried garlic. This fried garlic. I'll put in some fresh coriander. Alright, so Appa Xiao Gai is ready. If you like my video, do share. Tell Appa how you will cook this dish differently from Appa. Leave it in the comment section below. Let Appa also learn from you. If you like my video, do share my video on your Facebook to your friends. Come Cooking Appa Facebook fan page to click like and follow button. Follow Appa on Instagram and subscribe to Cooking Appa YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Bye bye.